the same
Want me
page.
to stop?
Jalen,
Yeah, stop for a second.
Oh, you want me to stop? I'll stop right there.
Hold
Hey,
on.
that go into protection.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah. Hey, who called these boys into the office? I like what.
Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows. And of course, the drama that is happening here in Philadelphia that seems like it's come to a head, I think, at this point. That's how I felt about it. But man, those BG comments still hurts. You like how I did that?
I see that.
It still hurts.
That boy good. That boy
good.
You
see that? You know what I mean? But we got new responses from Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. I myself have not heard them in entirety. But they did ask him today. So we're going to listen to those comments, and then we're going to give our responses and how the Eagles can move forward here, with the Pittsburgh Steelers coming in, I believe, Sunday at 4:25. Yep. Battle of the PA States. Let's take a listen. First, let's listen to what AJ had to say, and then we'll go to Hurts.
A lot of people obviously took that as a criticism on Jalen. What did you mean by passive?
When he asked the question of what the offense can do better, obviously it's not running the ball. He's about to win MVP, like literally. So what other thing we do on offense? We have to pass the ball, and that can go into protection. That goes picking up the block. That go to us getting open quicker, being on the same.
Want me to stop?
Yeah, stop for a second.
Oh, you want me to stop? I'll stop right there.
Hey, hold on.
That go into protection.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah. Hey, who called these boys into the office? I like what this. Come on, see, this is what we're talking about. He's smiling.
This the response you need to see.
It was more of what I didn't want to see that afternoon, right? Yeah. Like the moping, passing, single word response. Like right. Now you're seeing it's like somebody checked these boys in the locker room, or somebody had these boys in the office. Like, you better turn this motherfucking page around. And now you can see, the energy's up. So, I mean, I ain't gonna cut it off. You can run it back if you did. It just was funny because the first time he's seeing it.
It's the first time I'm listening to it.
But I'm happy. I'm happy they're figuring it out.
Yeah. All right. Let me finish it up.
It's a collect group of things, and I think they just kind of just spend it that way. And and I said that for a reason. Honestly, because like, we went to the Super Bowl and lost. We tried again next year. It was 10 and whatever our record is, and it was a landslide. And here we go again. And it's something that we can correct right now while we have the opportunity. And that's what.
All right, so that's very, very good that he said that, because they acknowledge where they are and they acknowledge where they can go. Right. So let's nip this shit in the butt right now, so we all get back on the same page moving forward. I like that. That shows maturity right there.
He started it though. Like, yeah, I guess. The fuck? Everybody was chilling. You don't want to start it. Like, it was nothing issue.
The awareness of bringing it to everybody's attention. Like, it's something we can focus on. Like, we know we can run the ball. Saquon is doing a great job. Like, we're not against running the ball. We love Saquon. Ask him what I tell him at the end of the game. In the game. Like, do your job in the game. Like, so this is fine.
I love the locker room.
I'm okay with being whatever bad guy I have to be for the city, the town, whatever the case may be, for my team to holding everybody accountable, be accountable, and to get better. So if I'm that guy, I would do that guy gladly. So
okay, not too bad. Let's see what Jalen said.
We're good.
Did you two talk after Brandon's comments?
We've spoken. I think in the end,
somebody need to fade Jalen. Fade though.
Fade to fade.
You see that hairline? That don't look a little.
Yeah, it's crazy. He look like me right now.
That don't look a little suspect. He don't even got like, yo, look. He in Philly. Look at
It's
the
midweek.
size.
It's midweek. It's midweek. It's midweek.
Okay, it's midweek. Give him a break.
It's midweek.
It's
Give him a little
midweek.
break.
All
He'll
right.
be fresh by game.
I'm just saying that the lineup is suspect. I know
looking
the
crazy.
skin fade you don't line, but that ain't a corner.
Sunday,
You know what I
he
mean?
always sharp. He's sharp on Sundays.
Okay. I'll let him be. I'll let him live.
It's about the team in the end. I think overall, that's where my focus is. I think that's where everyone's focus is at heart, and trying to do what's best for the team. And ultimately, everyone cares about the team's success. And so, whenever something happens, whatever it is, I look at myself first. Because everything starts and ends with me. And I take great pride in what I do. I take great pride in the responsibilities that I have when I am to the city and to this team. And I challenge myself on that. I'm my best when I'm my biggest critic, and I have to continue to challenge myself on being critical on some things so I can be better. And in the end, everyone expresses themselves differently, and I respect that, and I accept how anyone shows up. But ultimately, I look at myself first, and I say, how can I be better? What do I need to do to be better, and ultimately play at the highest level I can play? And that's what it takes to play complimentary football at its fullest. And so that's what the goal is. Everybody's coming in here. I just told the team, everybody dominate their box. Everyone, including myself, and that's what it's about. So I don't want to get lost in the sauce of everything else, when the main thing is to come out here, go through prep, do what we need to do, and go out there and play.
So what's the
Ooh.
That's my quarterback.
Yeah, you know what? I get I don't know, man. It's tough because you usually when you listen to a leader talk and you listen to somebody who's a leader of men, you can feel they're a leader. And I just don't get that from him. And maybe that's because it's the media. So he's so mellow in his delivery, but I don't feel any emotion coming out of him. It's not making me believe what he's saying. But he always says the right thing. He has that shit written down in a black book and just recites them. And so he knows he can off cuff, right? Click. You know what I mean? So I think listen to them both. Obviously, BG, I think he's even come out and rescinded his comments. And even I think I saw a clip in that same interview with Hurts that, even Hurts kind of called BG out, like you stepped out of your box. And you talked about something that you really didn't have a lot of info on. You just kind of really wanted to control the narrative, and you try to do it in the media instead of doing it in-house. So obviously a big, no for BG, but BG's a talker and that's what he does. But I think they both answered it very right way. Like they both got together and maybe talked it out, or Howie or whoever, or even Sirianni came in like, hey, this is how we need to address this. Go ahead and address it. Let me know what you think. We all on the same page. Boom, boom. Everybody says the same thing. It seems like we're a unit, and then we go from there. Because this shit did spiral out of control because it was national news. Everybody had an opinion about it. T.O. had an opinion about it. McNabb had an opinion about it. All the people on all the sports channels had an opinion about it. We had an opinion about it. So
for days.
And we're still talking about it for days. But I tell you what, the biggest thing, not even them getting on the same page, but the biggest thing that is going to kill this narrative totally is going to win on Sunday.
Yep.
If you win on Sunday, it would all be forgotten. And if you do it in a fashion that is acceptable to the eyes, meaning Saquon does what Saquon does, Jalen does what he does, AJ does what he does, everything will be great.
But if you lose,
still is a good team.
But if you lose, it's going to come right back on up. This is why.
If you lose,
this is
now,
it.
and I agree. If they do lose, which is possibility because it's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is good.
Pittsburgh is a good team. If they do lose, I think it's in the manner if they lose. If they come out fighting and it was the back and forth game, and you know, Jake Elliott missed a field goal earlier in the game, and they lose by 2 or something like that. That I think we can live with that. You know what I mean? Like we play that game again, maybe the ball bounces. People are going to believe the ball bounces our way. But if they go out there and Jalen throws for like 125 yards, no touchdowns, and 30 yards rushing, AJ has 5 catches for 50 yards, like shit like that, that shit ain't going to work. You know what I mean? Because now the holes that we kind of see now going to get bigger. You know what I mean? People are going to start attacking them. But we'll see because it's a good test. It really is a good test.
Yeah.
Good thing is in Philly. In Pittsburgh it'd be tough, but there's going to be a lot of towels in the lake. Believe that. There's a lot of Pittsburgh fans in this area.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You know what I mean? Now, will it be crazy? I don't think so, but there's going to be a good amount of Pittsburgh fans there. Because, what do you always say? If you're not an Eagles fan in PA, at least be a Pittsburgh fan, right? In the state. So, I don't know, man. I think we said a lot. But what do you feel? Is there anywhere else to go from here? I guess, or does the wind kill all the noise and we just kind of keep it moving?
The wind kills the noise. I think what happens is you can have doubt outside the locker room, right? You can have all the noise. Even you, me, we go back on the offline on the text message about how we may feel about Jalen Hurts, but that's just our opinion outside the locker room. I think the biggest issue with that is that when you have somebody inside the locker room, especially supposed to be your man, your homie, that we know that you're supposed to be bros, and he's the godfather. I believe he's the godfather of your child or future child.
Yep.
It's kind of weird that it sounded like that he was coming at him, and I think that's why it was such a big news story, right? It's like, oh, you let us in now, right?
Yeah.
And I hope this is a lesson learned to AJ Brown and to the rest of the guys in the locker room. Shut
BJ
your mouth.
was the old head that just kept talking. He just talked too much.
And I get it, but BJ is also, like you said, the vet. I think he's also learning too, right? Like we know I think he has to learn too, right? I think he wants to be in the media. I think he wants to be able to kind of figure out that transition because he's at the end of his career, and he has to learn, which he did right away. He took that back. So that's a lesson learned for BG too. You know what I'm saying?
No,
although
you're
what he did was wrong. He was diarrhea to the mouth right away.
Because we know him as a talk on the field.
Correct.
We don't with Kelsey and Fletch there. He actually took the back seat to Fletch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was more Kelsey and Fletch and Lane who would speak up during their meetings from what we know. You know
but you know what? He always had the thing with I think was it Derek Gunn? Like they had a thing on the post game after every time he come off, he talked these stuff. So I will give him a pass because I know it wasn't intentional. He spoke too much. He spoke out of turn. I think that was addressed. Moving forward, I hope everybody continues to focus on their job. I thought the locker room was in a good shape because over the past few weeks, you will see the guys laughing and dancing in the locker room and taking pictures.
Joker's winning.
Right, and they're winning. So it is fun to win. We got to continue that. This is a big, big test against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the rest of the AFC North is on Hard Knocks in season, and it's very interesting.
You have been watching. You watched it?
I have been watching it. Yeah. Just interesting seeing in season. Like you always see Mike Tomlin on the sideline with a serious face, very focused on the sideline. But I didn't realize until I started watching the inside of the season that he's very active on the sideline. He talks a lot. He's very passionate. He's like he really be locked in with his players.
Yeah.
So these boys will be ready to come and play. So was that a pause moment? Maybe potentially. I don't know. That was
well, you paused yourself.
I did.
Like
it was a thought process. Like, damn, did I mess up there?
You waited. I was like, hold up. he just
Yeah.
dropped the bar. I was like,
had to
that's
make
the
sure,
wrong bar.
I need to pause. I'm gonna pause that. So give me a pause in the back. But these boys will be ready to play. He'll have them ready, and they're fighting. This is a big test for them. It's a big test for us.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
can't come in here. We need to come out strong. I think the biggest thing that's going to close, quiet everybody. We come out and score at least in the first quarter. Like, let's get a score on the first quarter. T.J. Watt is on his way. That's going to be a tough battle for our O line. But let's see if we can score. Let's see if we can kind of shut people up. Jalen get a nice touchdown to A.J. Brown. We all dap it up, and then we'll be done.
Yeah.
So what I will say, this is a betting podcast.
Yes, sir.
Okay, A.J. Brown anytime touchdown.
Oh, you yeah.
That's happening.
That's happening.
That's happening.
That's happening.